Couple of other things just to say as well. I'm going to use mostly going to use my company's website account for the training. Obviously, it's a bit easier just to use our own. With some of the kind of examples I'll show, it might be that we don't have a great deal of data available because we're just a small consultancy website. So I'll try and give good examples, and if there's anything where we need a little bit more data, I'll use a different account as well. So I might chop and change a little bit throughout the day, but that should be fine. Okay, so the other thing I'll say is that not all of this will probably be relevant to everyone in the room, so I try and give quite a broad overview of the more advanced aspects of Google Analytics. There will be parts of the day that will be more relevant to some of you than others. So again, we'll probably get a feel together for what's worth spending more time on and what maybe is worth kind of going quite quickly through, because there is a lot we could cover, and I could probably spend a week here talking to you about Google Analytics. Maybe you might like that, but I'd say you'd probably get sick of me after the first day. So we'll crack on. The first, if we have a quick look at the agenda, I'll just scroll down. This is all very big. I'll make it slightly smaller. That's the other quick thing to say as well. I'm going to zoom in and out because obviously this is a live training. There's no kind of PowerPoint deck. We're going to be using Google Analytics. So I'll zoom in when it's important that you can see what the numbers are. And again, if you can't see anything, maybe just put your hand up and let me know, and I can zoom in a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing on the screen. So the first kind of mini session that we're going to do is going to all be around setup and configuration. So what I'm pretty much going to take you through, although it's a kind of condensed version, is what I would do if I was actually doing a health check for a new client for their Google Analytics account. So I'm going to take you through most of the steps that I would follow to actually check that the account has been set up correctly and that all of the kind of relevant features are enabled and that they're enabled correctly without any mistakes. We don't get too much into any kind of development type work today because, number one, I'm not a developer. I focus more on using Google Analytics for reporting and analysis. We'll have a little bit of a look at some of the kind of code aspects, but we won't go into too much detail, which hopefully will please you. Maybe there's a few techies in the room who would like a bit more on the technical side, but again, also during the breaks, if there's anything very specific you want to ask, you can obviously come and ask me if it's something that's not relevant to everyone in the room. So the first session is going to be this health check process. So we'll go through the admin area in GA. We'll look at, even though this is an advanced course, you'll be surprised how many times we find even quite basic errors in sophisticated clients' Google Analytics accounts. So some of the stuff you might think, well, that sounds really obvious, but usually in these training sessions, at least someone in the room says, I think we might be suffering from that issue, so we'll go and fix it now. And because you all have laptops, you can follow along, and if there's anything that you need to change in your own accounts, you can obviously do that even while you're here. So alongside actually learning about how to do it, you can actually make some changes today potentially as well, although I would say proceed with caution if you are going to make any changes. So we'll have a quick look at tracking code as well, just some of the basics and some of the fundamental things that can go wrong. And then we'll look at some of the issues that can affect your reporting data, and some of these can be catastrophic. So I have lots and lots of examples of things that can go wrong, and they can be really bad. You can basically be making core business decisions based on completely flawed data, and some of them are more easy to occur than you might imagine. Often it's as simple as not ticking a box, and you can have completely skewed data within your Google Analytics account. So we'll go through some of those practical examples as well. In the second session then, we're going to dive into the actual reports, and we're going to look at some of the more advanced reports in Google Analytics, how to use them, what to look out for. Again, there's a lot of kind of caveats, and throughout the day I'm probably going to tell you a lot of things that not that they sound negative, but I'll be warning you a lot throughout the day, because I think it's very easy. One of the best things about Google